Hey guys, my name is Augie Bello. I am a full-time music artist and content creator, and I've been hearing a similar sentiment from a lot of friends lately, which is I don't enjoy creating content anymore. So I just wanted to make this video describing why content creators don't enjoy making content anymore. So before I jump into my reasons, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background as a creator. I started creating videos on Instagram in 2018 and TikTok in 2019, and I've continued posting regularly up until now. The process of growing a following on both platforms at times was really slow, but overall was rewarding. In the beginning, specifically with Instagram, with each follower I grew, I could see my viewer count grow. So this brings me to reason one. We're currently in a time where videos aren't viewed according to following. We continuously have to prove ourselves to an algorithm with each post we make. If the initial people who see the video aren't immediately liking and commenting and sharing, that video is ranked low within the algorithm and isn't shown to your followers above other content. This is because social media companies want to keep us on the app for as long as possible, which means push content that is guaranteed to engage. So this is not beneficial for the creator or the consumer for multiple reasons. As a consumer, you become addicted to scrolling, only see viewpoints that match your own, and struggle to see people that you have elected to follow as a result of an algorithm pushing content that makes you stay on the app. For content creators who are working on growing a fan base, you no longer can see a return on that follower that you received yesterday. As of recently, the value of a follower has completely disappeared. So this might sound funny, but in my journey, I've noticed recently you might grow in followers while at the same time achieve less views on your content. Here's some numbers to back up what I'm talking about. Back in 2019, when I had been posting for around a year on Instagram and was around 9,000 followers, I posted this video playing over an Ariana Grande song, 7 Rings. This video amassed 19,000 views, 2,712 likes, and 113 comments. At the time, I was completely thrilled with how this video performed, as I had engaged almost 1/3 of my audience. But now let's talk numbers on a recent video. I'm currently at 292,000 followers on Instagram, and my last video received 17,000 views, 442 likes, and 19 comments. The video before that amassed 34,400 views, 1,500 likes, and 10 comments. And the video before that received 24,000 views, 923 likes, and 11 comments. Let's do some simple math. Since 2019, I've gone up a bit over 30 times in following, but I'm performing at way lower percentages than I used to. Why is it that at 292,000 followers, I'm averaging 0.3% of them engaging, when years ago I could count on 10 to 30% engagement? This makes creators feel as though the work that they're putting in isn't truly growing anything in value. There no longer feels to be a return on investment in creating a following. In the past, as my following would grow, my videos would achieve more views. And it truly was as simple as that. I'd receive a baseline amount of views dependent on my following. And I'll be honest, if the video wasn't one of my best, it wouldn't be liked or shared or commented on much, but there was still a baseline of views dependent on my following. Currently, it's more about proving to that person that just followed you every day that you were worthy of their follow, which is absurd. Do you remember the time when we were the algorithm? When we chose to follow someone because we decided we wanted to see their content? But now, even though we follow someone or are followed by someone, it doesn't mean that I'm going to see their content or they're going to see my content on a regular basis. Okay, so that brings me to reason number 2, mental health. When you've been working on content as your profession and become used to growing numbers that become stifled, your mental health begins to take a toll. For many creators, this is their full-time career. Creating content that their followers engage in directly results in income. If the content does well, sponsors reach out, or their music does well, or the brand that they just created starts making more sales. It's truly a full-time job. So as of right now, in addition to your numbers possibly dropping, you'll open the homepage and inevitably you'll see the person who is being engaged with the most and start comparing yourself to this person. Why isn't my content performing well? What am I doing wrong? How do I get back to the top? It becomes a vicious cycle. In addition, as a creator, if you voice concerns to some of your friends who aren't creators and you simultaneously have a following, there is no form of sympathy from others, as they say, you have a following, what can you complain about? When in reality, you have a number, not a following anymore. From my experience, this might sound crazy, but the worst thing that happens is occasionally being put at the top of the algorithm, as it sets unrealistic standards in your head, which long-term cannot be sustained. While yesterday you were at the top of the homepage, today you've been placed at the bottom because the algorithm has decided that your content won't keep people engaged and might make them close the app. Oh. And as a result, if your last few posts haven't engaged your audience, the next ones perform even poorer, as you need to prove yourself again and again with a baseline of less and less people. And this brings me to reason 3. We are currently in a time where making great content and posting it does not mean that it will perform well. When I first started posting on Instagram, I would just know if the video I had made would perform really well. It was really simple. If the melody was good, it was funny, or it showed a big crowd, it would perform well. Now we're in a time where I can post the same great video to TikTok and to Instagram, and one of two things can happen. Either A, it doesn't get viewed on either platform, or it performs extremely well on one platform and not the other. Here are some numbers again to back up this claim. On March 8th, I posted the same video to TikTok and to Instagram. On TikTok, it currently has 1.8 million views, 370,000 likes, and 840 comments. Now, that same video posted to Instagram has 116,000 views, 8,500 likes, and 35 comments. These numbers might sound good for Instagram, but in comparison, the numbers truly don't make any sense. I used to say a video wasn't a good video if it didn't reach 10,000 likes. And now a video that received over 1 million views on TikTok is struggling to hit what I considered a good video 2 years ago at a third of the following I was at now. Good content does not mean good performance anymore. You need to post exactly at the right time when the right people will like it, and the algorithm needs to grant you the privilege of being promoted by the app. Every post is a test to see how engaged you can keep people, and you are rewarded or punished for how engaged these followers are. So this brings me to reason 4. It has completely changed the music industry in such a frustrating way. Every single person who makes music right now really dislikes promoting their music. We don't want to do a video lip syncing our song that we worked on for over a year. We don't want to create a dance trend for people to make videos with our music. But from many friends who are signed to labels, their social media has become a majority of their marketing for the projects they're making. It's all about making some trendy video in order to sell the song you've poured your heart into. Many labels are dropping artists who can't make that viral moment happen with their song. Here's the thing, not every song is made for a dance trend or made for a silly day vlog. Music used to exist in multiple formats, but now we're in a time where it's all about, can someone create a video with this sound? Creators want their songs to speak for themselves. Creators want to make a post about the album cover and post snippets from the song, and for it to reach the audience that they've built over years. Currently, we have to create a bunch of short-form promos, which if they don't perform well, we will be discouraged, and we will struggle to achieve listens to that project that we care so much about. This brings me to reason 5. There is no line of support in any of these apps that we are basically employed by. There is no Instagram support. There is no TikTok support. We are left guessing on a daily basis what the best practices are and how to be promoted by this algorithm, which is so mysterious. I've heard multiple creators talking about different features that are available on apps and saying not to use them because that feature is not promoted heavily by the app. So should I schedule my post? Well, I've heard other people say if you schedule the post and don't post it in real time, then the post doesn't do as well. Is that true? I don't know. We're basically left with no rule book to help us grow within the app. So it just becomes super frustrating to do something that used to be simple, fun, and easy. So those are my 5 reasons why creators don't enjoy creating anymore. I just want to say, I remember starting on Instagram and TikTok and just being so excited. I would record something, I would watch my follower count go up, and it really meant a lot. I felt like I was engaging with that audience, and I felt like I can continuously grow them. And we've really removed that element of fun. It's become such a chore for so many people instead of like the dream career that it used to be. Basically, to sum it all up, if you made it this far, I'm releasing a song April 26th. It's called Brag, and it would mean the world to me if you could listen to it, because we know that on Instagram, 0.3% is going to find out about it. And as much as this video might sound very negative, I want you to remember we're all in the same boat. So let's try to have fun on this boat and try to encourage each other and try to like and comment and encourage people who are really pushing the needle forward and who are creators. Okay? I'd like to finish this video by saying, have fun. Goodbye.